am so excited about this month's perfume tray. This month's tray is really jam-packed. I mean, I got a lot of fragrances I pulled out to wear this month. I may not get to all of them, but I'll definitely try my best to share most of the fragrances that I'm going to be wearing. So let's get started. Love the Way You Feel by Kilian was released in 2018. Perfumer is Khalees Becker. This is a beautiful tropical floral fragrance with tiara flower, coconut, ylang ylang, and vanilla as the notes. Really pretty on the skin. It's light and I think it actually really sticks to the skin for quite a bit of time. In fact, if you missed this release, you might want to try Sunkissed Goddess by Kilian because it smells kind of similar. So perhaps it's a re-release, just not in a specialized bottle. Let me know if you've tried this fragrance, what your thoughts are on Love the Way You Feel by Kilian, whether you like it, love it, or hate it, or you're indifferent, or you've never tried it and you want to get your nose on it. I'd like to hear from you. Since we are talking about tiara flower, let's just continue that trend with 103 by Bon Parfumer. This has a beautiful opening. You've got hibiscus, bergamot, and broom. Then in the middle, you've got frangipani, jasmine, sambac, neroli, and tiara flower. In the base, you've got musk, vanilla, as well as a little bit of sand. 103 was launched in 2017, and the perfumer behind this fragrance is Corinne Dubril Sereni. I think this might be the only fragrance I have by that perfumer. If this is my introduction to Miss Corinne, I think I'm going to like anything she produces. Let me know down in the comments if you've tried 103 or anything from Bon Parfumer House and what your recommendations are. I know there's a buzz about this house on TikTok and Instagram because it's that good. Perfume Forte's Victoria Apuana, launched in 2008. The nose behind this fragrance is Maria Candida Gentil, as it has that tropical vibe, which is what I'm going for this month. If I can't get on a plane and go somewhere at the moment, why not do so in my perfumes? You know what I'm saying? Opens up with citrus notes such as mandarin orange, orange, and bitter orange. You've got coconut, banana, and tiara flower in the middle, and in the base you've got vanilla, bourbon vanilla, and amber. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but a lot of fragrances that has that tropical vibe or what's considered a tropical holiday vibe has tiara flower in it, and I think that's the winner. Tiara flower and coconut combo. If you want to be a perfumer and you want it to smell tropical, throw in some coconut, some tiara flower, and call it George or Heidi. Anyways, let me know if you've tried anything from Perfume Forte in your collection. If you've got anything from that house, I'd like to hear from you. One of my absolute favorites is Leisure in Paradise by Simone Andreoli. This is a beautiful fragrance that has coconut notes in it. It's got vanilla, papaya, pineapple, woody notes. It's a very, in my opinion, a very fruity fragrance. It's very playful. It's not as sweet and sticky as some may believe it is. It literally is a vacation scent. Just imagine yourself walking on a sandy beach with the warm sand coming through your toes, and not muddy sand either, okay? We're talking about white sands or blue sands. I'm talking about absolute vacation, absolute getaway. That's what leisure, quote, Leisure in Paradise. That's the name, right? I know that this has been popular. I think it got popular because of Fumi, but this fragrance is actually really pretty. So this is on my tray for this month. One of my favorite perfumes in my collection is Alien Goddess Intense, and the perfumers behind this is Nathalie Larson and Marie Salomon. And this is another coconut baby I like. So it has coconut and bergamot in the opening, jasmine and jasmine tea in the middle, and then you've got benzo and cashmere wood and vanilla in the base. This fragrance sometimes comes off a little soapy on my skin, hence the reason I like wearing it during the summer a lot. It fares very well in warm, hot temperatures here where I'm at in Texas, and I find that the fragrance doesn't come off as a sticky, oily vibe when it comes to the coconut note in here. I really like this. There's another new release that I like as well. It reminds me of this, but it's just the jasmine. A lot of the Alien fragrances, jasmine is what makes it stand out. So that's probably what it is that I love about this so much, but I do really enjoy the coconut vibe as well. So this is Alien Goddess Intense, and this is going to be in my tray this month. One of my favorite releases for 2023 was Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. This to me comes off sort of like a lemon vanilla, although they say that it's an amber vanilla. The perfumer behind this is Oliver Cresp, and the top notes are candied lemon, middle notes are panna cotta, orange blossom, and rum, so it has that boozy effect, and in the base you've got vanilla. I happen to really like this fragrance. I love layering it with Lyra. I love layering it with other Kama Sutra oils. I have talked about this ad nauseum last year, so it's in my tray this month. I'm not going to bore you to death with that, okay? But another stunner in my collection that I'm going to be wearing this month. Although I tend to wear heavier fragrances during the fall and winter months, I decided this year I was going to switch that up a bit and pull them out during the hotter months, or the hottest months. This is I Want You Forever by Jimmy Choo. It's a floral fruity gourmand. The perfumers are Sonia Constant and Louise Turner. This has bitter almond opening. It also has a nice rose there as well. It's got cherry, vetiver, it's got some vanilla in there. All the notes that you see in this one, the mossy vibes and stuff, is notes you tend to wear during the fall, but I am finding myself really enjoying this in the warmer temperatures here. Let me know if you like the I Want You lines. This happens to be my favorite out of all the ones that were released, including the latest release with the gold bottle. So this is I Want You Forever, and this is by Jimmy Choo. Summer is about memories and fun, and that is what Flamenco by Ramon Monegal reminds me of, or puts me in that type of space. This is a beautiful amber floral fragrance. The perfumer, of course, is Ramon Monegal. Released, I want to say it was like 2016, 2017. This is when this was released. Now, I really like this fragrance. Top notes are raspberry, apple, violet, and orange blossom. You've got rose, iris, and jasmine in the middle. Then you've got some green in the base with pine tree, cypress, cedar, and some amber. This fragrance happens to be one of my favorite fragrances from this house. I only have two in my collection because they're my favorites. So this one and Almond Bloom. But I'm looking to add more to my collection. But for this month, this is what's going to do. So this is Flamenco, and this is by Ramon Monegal. Because I have so many Chanels in my collection, I wanted to make sure that I include one every single month when I'm doing these perfume trays. And this time around, it's Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This is a beautiful amber floral fragrance. It's one of the fragrances that has patchouli in it. And y'all know, I've said it before, I'm not a big lover of patchouli. I have to take it in doses. Now, this one opens up with nice fruity citrus elements like orange and grapefruit. And then you've got jasmine in the middle. And then the patchouli and vanilla and stuff in the base, the musk and the vetiver. That doesn't hurt too much my nose. This is actually the original. I also have the intense, but this one, because it's light and flirty and it's much more friendlier on my skin, I'm going to be wearing this one. I'm actually really loving this. I have the body cream that goes with it, and I like that too. So layering those two together, as well as the Chanel No. 5 oil, has proven to be a very fruitful layering combination that I enjoy. So on my tray this month is Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. There are so many iterations, flankers of Mon Guerlain by Guerlain that I don't have all of them. I only have three. This one happens to be that powdery lavender citrus vibe. It's got mandarin, orange, bergamot. Then you've got peony, which gives you that nice powdery vibe. Peony is kind of hit or miss for me, but in this, it's perfect. You've got jasmine sambac, you've got lily of the valley, another powdery vibe, and then you've got iris, another powdery floral, and sandalwood. Maybe I'm a lover of powdery fragrances and don't really admit it. Not sure. This is Mon Guerlain Floral by Guerlain. Next up is a House of Sillage fragrance. This is Whispers of Enchantment. I actually really enjoy this fragrance. It does not have high marks on Fragrantica, but I don't really go by those so much. Beautiful packaging. It opens up with mandarin orange, petitgrain, geranium in the top. You've got sage, damask rose, and jasmine in the middle. And then you've got that heavier leather and musky vibe and patchouli vibe in the base. This might not be everyone's cup of tea, but for me, I like it. I really like wearing it in the evenings. I've worn it during the day, but I prefer wearing it in the evening. So this is Whisper of Enchantment, and this is in my tray for this month. Another House of Sillage made it into this month's perfume tray. This is Whispers of Guidance. This is actually one of my first fragrances from the House of Sillage. I bought this in one of the vaults, so I had no clue what I was getting when I bought this, and I didn't mind it one bit. As a matter of fact, this is one of my favorites. On my skin, it actually comes so very fruity, very floral, but mostly fruity vibes, like a clean, crisp, watery fruit, as opposed to like a dense, thick fruit. That's what I like about this. It has apricot opening, bergamot, black currant in the middle with iris, and then in the base you got musk and patchouli. I like wearing it out and about shopping. It's not too complex of a fragrance. So this is Whispers of Guidance, and this is by the House of Sillage. Another fragrance I'm excited to wear this month is Wilhelm's Moon Carnival, a tropical amber vanilla. It has passion fruit, it's got bergamot, it's got gardenia, so it's got some beautiful florals, including orchid. So not a lot of my perfumes have orchid in it, so I am loving this fragrance. I actually bought it because it layered well with another Wilhelm fragrance. It also has marshmallow and tonka bean, so very unique notes. Let me know if you've tried Moon Carnival. all, if you've layered it with other fragrances in your collection. I want to hear from you what you've, if you own it, what you've done with it to, spice it up. Although it really doesn't need any spicing. I'm looking forward to wearing this because, as I mentioned, I bought it because it layered well with another Wilhelm perfume, but it didn't have the small bottle, so I had to buy the big bottle, which means I gotta wear this fragrance like there is no tomorrow. That's why it's pulled out to be worn this month. So this is Moon Carnival by Wilhelm in my tray this month. One of my recent purchases, this is Baciami by Bulgari. This is so beautiful. It's only got 3 notes in it. It's got gardenia in the top, it's got vanilla in the middle, and in the base you've got amber. Absolutely love the simplicity of the note breakdown, but what I really like is the performance of this fragrance makes you feel like it's got more notes in it. It's that special. On the skin, I mean, the bottle is cute, right? Look at the bottle. It looks like a candy, right? Like a candy wrapper, but it's absolutely gorgeous. My fingerprints are all over this. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you get a chance, go to the store and sniff Baciami. Let me know what your thoughts are on this fragrance. Absolutely love it. Just got it, and I've already put a teeny weeny dent in there. I'm looking forward to wearing it some more this month. Now, another new fragrance in my collection I'm looking forward to wearing this month is Karaoke Heart by Juice Box. I'm excited about this fragrance only because it's intriguing to me. The rum note in here, it literally, my skin pulls a lot of it. I'm excited and I'm a little scared because I don't want to smell like a drunkard, but at the same time, I don't really, you can hear my dogs barking in the back, I'm sorry about that. But at the same time, I bought this when I went to an event and I really liked it at the event. So I'm looking forward to wearing it in the warmer temperatures this month. Now, in my opinion, this fragrance smells a little bit like one of Xerjoff's fragrances, but I don't have that fragrance in my collection, so that's fine. So this is Karaoke Heart and this is by Juice Box. I am anxious to wear this fragrance. This is Mancara by Indult. Most people talk about Tejota. Very few people talk about Mancara. This is a beautiful tropical fragrance. You've got rose, you've got lychee. I'm really excited about wearing this month. As you can see, it has matured fully because the color was a lot lighter when I first purchased this. I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be wearing some heavier scents during this month, and Pamela London's Tuberose Vanille happens to be one that I'm going to be wearing. This is a tuberose and vanilla fragrance, very heavy on the tuberose, smells a lot like bubblegum, really, really like it. And as you can see, it's totally matured. It's very dark. That's that vanilla vibe right there. But I'm excited to wear this fragrance. Not a lot of people talk about the Pamela House. I don't know why, because they do have some good fragrances. I happen to like Valentino Born in Roma Coral Fantasy because of the melon vibe in there. It also has kiwi. This fragrance is one of my favorites to wear during the summer months. As you can see, this bottle is halfway gone. I'm proud of that fact. I have put it in the refrigerator and sprayed it on my skin, and I like that refreshing vibe that I give. So that's why it's in my tray this month. So this is Born in Roma Coral Fantasy, and it's by Valentino. This is Chanel Chance Autumn. This is my favorite in the Chance line. This is the floral, but the fruity elements in here is what pulls on my skin. Let me know if you've tried any of the Chance line from Chanel and whether you like this one or which is your favorite. I'd like to hear from you. I have a ton of other fragrances I've included for this month. The video is going long, so we're just going to cut it short here. Let me just mention a few. This is another alien that I have here. I have some Kayali's right here that I'm going to be adding into my collection for my tray for this month. I also have a Tom Ford over here. This is Flor de Portofino Aqua. And basically when you see aqua on Tom Ford's fragrances, the special blends, it just means it's a toilette, okay? And I also have some cheapies I've included. Again, this is the second time I'm including this. This is Cocoa Blush, and this is by Good Chemistry. I really like this fragrance, especially going to the gym. I really rather enjoy it. And I also have a Carolina Herrera Good Girl. This is the Leger version. So there are other fragrances I'm wearing that I'm testing out. And then I also have about 8 decants that I'm adding in because I want to get through these decants. So I've got Narco Oasis, I've got The Gum by Xerjoff, I've got Confetto by Perfume Aroma. I also have Xerjoff 1861, which is right over here. I need to finish this up. I'm going to be layering and utilizing a whole bunch of other elements to change up my fragrance game for this month. Let me know if this video was helpful in maybe motivating you to do a fragrance tray, whether you like this video. I'd like to hear from you down in the comments. If you like this type of content, make sure you thumbs up. But if you're not subscribed yet, please make sure you join the Pam Fam. I would love to have you over here. Please take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!